Hi dear friends and subscribers, welcome to the Cricket Happening Show with your host Ram. The Commonwealth Bank Series suspense is finally over and Sri Lanka are the ones who will be facing Australia in the best of three tri-series finals which will be taking place. So Sri Lanka beat Australia by 9 runs, but it was an exciting match. It went till the last over. As you know, the Commonwealth Bank Series itself has been quite exciting. We have a lot of last ball finishes, last over finishes, ties, a lot of things have happened. And today was another one of those matches which was enacted here at the MCG at the Melbourne Cricket Ground, where Sri Lanka and Australia came face to face with each other. And for Australia, they had nothing to lose. But as far as Sri Lanka were concerned, they were under the pump there. But Sri Lanka, I would say, they have taken up the challenge and emerged victors. And they would be clashing with Australia now in the best of three tri-series finals in this Commonwealth Bank Series 2012. Well, as far as the match went, it was Sri Lanka who actually won the toss and they elected to bat on this pitch. It all started with Mahela Jayawardene and Tilakanath Dilshan opening the batting. Mahela Jayawardene was an early victim today. It was a sort of a misunderstanding. Tilakanath Dilshan had pushed the ball and he had already committed himself for a single. Mahela Jayawardene was the one who was running to the dangerous end, that is the striker's end. He could not make it to the crease. David Hussey had actually threw down the stumps. He was gone, run out for 6 balls with 1-4. And then Tilakanath Dilshan probably, the Mahela Jayawardene run out playing on his mind was also gone. Caught Matthew Wade, bowled James Pattinson. And today Australia's James Pattinson was seen in full colour after a long time, and well, he did a splendid job. In fact, he picked up 4 wickets for 51 runs in his first match after the injury that had laid him off on during the test matches against India. So this was his first one-day international after a long time, and James Pattinson had figures of 10 overs no maiden, 51 runs and 4 wickets. He was responsible for actually getting the wickets of all those batsmen in Sri Lanka who actually contributed to the score of 238 they had. Kumar Sangakkara made 64 of 93 balls with 3 fours. Dinesh Chandimal, well, continuing his very good vein of form in the series, and as I said, he's just a future player for Sri Lanka. And Chandimal contributed 75, 84 balls in aggressive innings, 3 fours, and one of the 6 that he hit of the bowling of I think it was Clint McKay, who was just carted. Actually, he hit 2 sixes. One was of Xavier Doherty, but the 6 that he hit of the bowling of Clint McKay was really the piece, because he just slammed him. He just stood out there and just slammed him over the side screen for a big 6. So Dinesh Chandimal, and then Lahiru Thirumalai impressed one and all with his knock of 51 of 59 balls with 2 fours, and that was the one which formed the fulcrum, formed the real basis for the Sri Lankan score of 238. They were all out for 238 in 50 overs. The other, Angelo Matthews, the all-rounder, was out for 5. Tisra Perera was out for 5. And in between all this, there was one good thing which happened, and that was Daniel Christian becoming the 4th Australian player to actually pick up a hat-trick. And what a hat-trick it was. He first had Lahiru Thirumalai clean bowled. In fact, not Lahiru Thirumalai. It was first Angelo Matthews to go. He was gone for 5. Tisra Perera, it was Sachitra Sena Naike who was LBW for a duck. And Nuwan Kulashekara was also adjudged LBW. And Daniel Christian couldn't hide his joy there. As far as Nuwan Kulashekara was concerned, probably there was a bit of a doubt about it as far as Rod Tucker was concerned. But it was all over, and well, Daniel Christian had figures of 9 overs, no maiden, 5 wickets. In fact, not only did he did a hat-trick, he also had a 5-wicket haul. This is the first 5-wicket haul, and Daniel Christian, the more and more one sees of Daniel Christian, I think Australia are actually investing into a very, very good player here. Daniel Christian, 9 overs, no maiden, 531, 238 all out Sri Lanka. Hilfenhaus bowled 7 overs for 29. McKay had 8 overs for 39. Hesse bowled 1 over for 6 runs. Shane Watson, 7 overs, cost him 28. 8 overs, none for 48 for Xavier Doherty. A bit costly in this particular match. As far as Australia were concerned, Australia didn't have anything to themselves. In fact, their start was not good at all. They were really reeling, I would say. They were 3 down for 26. And the person who gave the breakthrough there was Lasith Malinga, who came in and picked up the wicket of David Warner. And David Warner played a very, very tame shot. He was caught with Tisra Perera of the Lasith Malinga for 6 of 6 balls with 1-4. Matthew Wade followed up as it was Nuwan Kulashekara who actually had LBW Matthew Wade for 9 of 12 balls with 1-4. Shane Watson, and this was the one. Shane Watson was along with Peter Forrest, but Peter Forrest also fell a victim to Malinga. He was caught behind the bowling of Malinga for 2, and that made the score stood at 26 for 3. And like Australia were really going down at that stage. And Shane Watson was then joined in by Michael Hussey. Michael Hussey gave some good support. Shane Watson, on the other hand, was really playing like a captain. He understood his responsibilities and he was buckling down. But Michael Hussey was out to an unusual bowler. In fact, it was Lahiru Thirumani who was pressed into action by the astute captain Mahela Jayawardene, and he responded. He actually broke that very frustrating stand there for Sri Lanka there by actually picking up his wickets. It was an 87-run stand which was looking threatening, but Michael Hussey was gone, caught by Kumar Sangakkara off the bowling of Lahiru Thirumani, giving him his first one-day international wicket, and he was gone for 29 of 56 balls, 3 fours. After that, it was once Michael Hussey left, Shane Watson also departed, and he was a victim of Lasith Malinga. It was clean bowled by Lasith Malinga for 65, and that made the score 140 for 5. After that, it was David Hussey who had to really see to it that Australia actually made a pitch to actually win the match. He tried his best. He did whatever he could. In fact, he contributed 74 of as many balls with 4 fours and 1 6, and he was there in the last over too, the 50th over, and in fact Australia required 10 runs to win the match. But the first delivery of the 50th over, bowled by Nuwan Kulasekara, it was David Hussey who had to get the runs. So he holed out because he was running out of partners. There was only 1 wicket remaining. Ben Hilfernos was at the other end, and David Hussey holed out too long off. Tilakana Dilshan took the catch gleefully. The Sri Lankans were absolutely joyous, and why not? They had actually pushed India out of the Commonwealth Bank series, and Indians would be packing their bags home. David Hussey was out for 74 of 74 balls, 4 fours and 1 6. After that, there was not much of any real support coming in for David Hussey, unfortunately. Daniel Christian was caught and bowled by Sen Naik for 3. Pattinson was gone for 12 of 23 balls with 1 4. Clint McKay got himself run out for 6. Xavier Doherty was out for 7. 229 all out Australia in the 50th over. And it was all over. Australia 229 all out. They fell short by 9 runs. And as I said, Sri Lanka went into the final. India were pushed out of the competition. As far as the bowling figures were concerned, Malinga would be very happy after what happened to him against Virat Kohli the other day, but today he had figures of 4 for 49 of his quota. Kulasekara 9.1 overs, 1 made and 38 runs and 2 wickets. A much improved bowler, Kulasekara, I thought, in this series. He has been hitting the straps. He has not been allowing the batsmen to get a lot of liberties, and he has also been getting the wickets. Angel Matthews 4 overs, no made and none for 8. Sachitra Senanayake, the off spinner, 1 for 50. Tisra Pereira but just bowled 5 overs, which cost him 8 runs, and he had to go off the field. And Lahiru Thirumani 4.1 overs, no made and 1 for 25. Herat 1 for 43 of his 10. And Tilakana Dilshan bowled 1 over, no made and none for 8. And I can only say that Sri Lanka have really done well, and what a way for Sri Lanka. They were really sinking in this Commonwealth. You couldn't see it seemed like it would be a two-way affair between India and Australia, and it was looking like curtains for Sri Lanka. But Sri Lanka has come back from behind. They've got those important victories, and they really have sneaked into this Commonwealth Bank Series finals, and real credit to them for having taken this as a challenge. Mahela Jayawardene especially leading his boys very well, and his boys have responded to that in admirable fashion, and that's the reason today Sri Lanka find themselves in the final of this tie series competition, the Commonwealth Bank Series 2012. They will take on Australia. And the other thing that I would like to say here is Dinesh Chandimal has been not only the form man of the tournament, he was the man of the match, but the amount of consistency that Dinesh Chandimal has showed is absolutely exemplary, and he's a man to watch for Sri Lanka. I again and again tell that in my Cricket Happening show. Dinesh Chandimal, man of the match, not only the man of the match, the player to watch as far as Sri Lanka is concerned now for the future. And other than that, I don't have anything else to share, dear fans, friends and subscribers. We do have the final one-day international, which is a mere formality, coming up between South Africa and New Zealand today. I will see to it that I come up with a full match report tomorrow. Until then, it's Ram bidding goodbye for today. Thank you.